How to get an A on your term paper. The number one important thing for you as the student to do is to read the syllabus. I know it sounds pretty trivial, as if I'm saying something that you already don't know. But follow me here. When your teacher or your professor gives you a syllabus, or they give you an assignment sheet which dictates and outlines everything that they are requiring of you for this particular paper. In other words, they're giving you instructions. Make sure you follow those instructions to the letter. Do not do your own thing. When you read over the assignment instructions, write down any questions you may have, and make sure that you go to your teacher or your professor either by phone in the question and answer during class if it's available, or go to their office hours and get those questions answered. Perhaps you have a Blackboard, some sort of online classroom community. Leave your question there if applicable. Make sure that you know exactly the way they want the paper formatted. The font, is it 12? Is it 14-point font? Is it double spaced, single spaced? Make sure that you know everything they want, down to the most redundant of details. If they have a particular topic, which usually is the case in an assignment, make sure that you type that correctly at the top. Some teachers or professors will specify if they want it to be tabbed to the center in the front, if they want it, underlined. Make sure you know exactly what they want. As far as the outline for the paper, they usually will give you an outline in the assignment sheet. Follow that to the letter. Make sure that your idea is completely simple and easy to follow. You want a very clear and concise idea on your paper. The best thing to do, and I know you may not have time if you have a particular, let's say, schedule. Sometimes people are doing papers the day before class. But if you can get on top of it in time to actually do an outline of your paper beforehand, take it to the professor for an early check to let them see if you've done it correctly. Most professors will appreciate this. They'll see that you work hard, and they will appreciate you getting feedback from them, because it shows you want to do it correctly. As for outline, you will have the title at the top, and you will have basically 4 sections of the paper in elementary terms. You will have the title, the introductory paragraph, and then whatever you mention in the introductory paragraph, you will repeat throughout the paper. So if your paper title is How to Eat with a Fork and Knife, you need to, in your introductory paragraph, have the first sentence capture what your entire paper will be about. And if you write the introductory paragraph soon enough, you can actually take it to your professor or your teacher and ask them if you are going in the right direction. because it's not about talent, it is not about skill, it is about that particular teacher or professor and what they want. So make sure you're giving them what they want in the way they want it. This is school. It is not about originality or creativity. So you're going to have to get this down to a science. Each teacher has a personality. They have a set of likes and dislikes. They view the world in a specific way. So make sure that you find out exactly what they want in your term paper. Make sure if they specify or if they don't specify tabs, make sure you figure out if there's a certain way they want everything indented or how far indented, but make sure you indent your paragraphs. Make sure you spell check. Make sure that you don't have any typos. Very, very important. Make sure your paper is clean and white and there's no grease stains or, pieces of chocolate from what you were eating while you were typing, or printing it out rather. But you will have the intro paragraph. The first paragraph will say, in this paper, I, am introducing the methods, the 4 different methods of how to eat with a fork and knife. And paragraph number 1, after that, after the introductory paragraph number 1 will be the first method of eating with a fork and knife. Paragraph 3 will be the second method. Paragraph 4, the third method, and so on. And then you will close the paper with a concluding paragraph. This paragraph will sum up everything that you did in the paper, the topic, and it will leave a brief conclusion to the topic that you're speaking about. So, for example, the 4 methods of eating with a fork and knife. In this paper, we've discussed the 4 most common methods of eating with a fork and knife. And the conclusion is that method number 2 tends to be the most popular, while method number 4 tends to be the most preferred. I'm making this up as I go along, so leave me alone. But those are the basic elements, and hopefully it helps. If it, please leave feedback. But that's it for now. This is The Writingpreneur. Check me out at www.thewritingpreneur.com. Thanks.